I would like to give the floor to Kat Perez-Shakdam, Executive Director of the Forum for Foreign Relations and Director Europe for American Center of Levant Studies. Kat, please.
Thank you so much. Shalit Almeron, thank you ever so much for having me here. Yossi, it's always a pleasure seeing you. I'd like to pay tribute to Lily right here. We've been working together for quite some time, and I know what she's been through, what her people have been through. Today, I'd like to do two things. I'd like to act as a witness, because I've been to the Islamic Republic of Iran. I've walked through the corridors of powers. I've met with Ayatollah Khamenei. I've met with now deceased President Raisi. I know what they're doing. I also would like to issue a warning, a very dear warning to Western capitals, because if they do not act now, today, and back Israel with everything that they've got, if they do not realize that what happened on October 7th will happen, it's not a maybe, will happen in Western capitals across the Western world, then you might just as well give it up now to the Islamic Republic. They are coming for us, and I'm going to tell you why in just a second. For 10 years, I've done many things in my life, but I married a Muslim man and moved to Yemen. From Yemen, I faced horrible anti-Semitism. I've escaped with my life, barely. I survived it. I know what it feels like to be a Jewish woman in the Middle East. I know what it feels like to be a Jewish woman in the Islamic world. And one day I woke up with nothing left but me, my identity, my DNA. And I remembered that my grandfather fought Nazi Germany, that some of my family perished under Nazi Germany. And so I decided to fight back. And me fighting back meant taking it to the architect of this terror that we have seen on October 7th. And we talked about Hamas. Yes, Hamas did it. But who commanded it? Who ordered it? Who thought it? Who dreamt it? The Islamic Republic of Iran. And I realized that when I was in Yemen, I've seen how Yemen was changed, perverted, how its history, its culture, even its way of interpreting Islam was corrupted by the Islamic Republic. And so I went there, as you do. And I've met with them. And I'm telling you right here, and it's not talked about, what happened on October 7th was planned because they knew they could, and they knew they could because they've done it to Syria, they've done it to Lebanon, they've done it to Yemen, they've done it to Iraq. They're doing it again and again, and no one paid attention because those are just Arab women, those are just Muslim women, and today, just Israeli women, Jewish women. So when are women be paid attention to? When will it just be enough to be a woman and to say that rape is a bad idea on any good day of the week? Especially on a Friday. I'd like to say also this. There is an agenda at the heart of the Islamic Republic of Iran. This agenda is to use sexual violence as not just a tool of war, not just a weapon of war, not just as a crime against humanity, but a tool for genocide. But I got news for you. If they say that the Jews need to go first, the Jews are not the last one to go. This war is against the Western world. I would like to remind you that the slogan of the regime is death to America, death to Israel, in that order. When you look at Columbia University, when you look at what is going on in the streets of the UK and the streets of Paris, and sometimes I'm ashamed to say that I'm French when I see what French people are doing, their refusal to acknowledge what is happening. It is architected, it is planned. They've perverted, the ideology has seeped like a poison into a society. They're turning right and make people believe that it is wrong. They turn light into dark and dark into light, and we have to do something about it. And I'm so grateful to be standing here today. I think my grandfather would be very proud. I want to thank you, Shelley, so very much for what you're doing. You truly are shining a light in the dark. I would like to pay tribute to the Israeli people, the families of the hostages, the victims, all of you here today. Thank you for fighting this fight. I live in the UK. It's not easy every day to wear your Magen David, but I do. I will continue to do so. I will continue to fight for you, with you, by your side too. I know what it is like to live in the Middle East. I fell in love with it, but it needs to be freed. It needs to be liberated. And I say it starts here today in Jerusalem, and they're calling for the liberation of many things. I call for the liberation of the free people of the Middle East. I'm Israel Chai. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Kat. There are such amazing women here at the table and all around, and it's truly, it's very, very moving to hear you. And thank you so much for flying all the way, especially for this convention. We appreciate it.